We're into June and now it's time for your local market update. Let's start with a look at the average house prices and how they've increased across the county. In the last 12 months, Malvern's average sale price is $307,000. That's up 7%. Droitwich's average sale price is at $301,000 and that's up 8%. And Worcestershire's average house price is up to $258,900 and that's also up 8%. In the last 5 years, Worcester's average house price is up 26%, Droitwich is up 22%, and Malvern's up 27%. Across Worcestershire, average house prices are up 27% as well. Transaction numbers are down across the county compared to 12 months ago. Those stamp duty incentives are still showing in the data, but the effect is gradually diminishing. Worcestershire's down 34% at 3,386. Worcester's down 35% at 1,688. Malvern's down 31% at 589 and Droitwich is down 30% at 446. Let's move on to rentals across Worcestershire. In Worcestershire, in the last 12 months, renting a flat cost on average £698 per calendar month, while renting a house costs on average £918 per calendar month. In Worcester, average rent is £793, in Droitwich average rent is £729, and in Malvern, the average rent is £915. Now we're moving on to talk about first-time buyers. This month we took an in-depth look at first-time buyers. In the UK, the average age of a first-time buyer is 34 years old, and around 350,000 first-time buyers get a mortgage every single year. 36% of first-time home purchases are made by single people, while 60% are by couples with or without dependent children. Just over half of the mortgages in 2022 were taken out by first-time buyers. It can be a daunting prospect getting on the ladder, but help is at hand. We were all first-time buyers once, so get in touch with me or the team if you need any help or if you have any questions. Now some national property market news. According to Nationwide, the average property price in the UK rose 0.5% in April. That's the first monthly increase after falling for 7 consecutive months. So what about mortgages? Numbers are up, with 52,000 approved in March. That's the most since early 2009, and that's not counting obviously the mad stamp duty summer of 2020. Buyer confidence is high right now. A survey on the market found that 70% of buyers were confident that they'd find a home within the next 3 months, and just 7% said they were worried about getting a mortgage. Now on to the economy, and we've got 2 bits of encouraging news this month. The International Monetary Fund predicted a 0.3 contraction in the UK economy, but now they've changed this to a 0.4% growth. Inflation fell to 8.7 in April, which is actually the first time it's been below 10% since August last year. What's going on at the Bank of England? Well, interest rates have risen to 4.5%, that's the highest in 14 years, but they're more optimistic about the UK economic growth, forecasting that it'll return to its pre-pandemic size by the end of the year. Now the lettings market. According to the ONS, annual rental price growth is currently at 4.8%. That's the biggest change since this type of recording began in 2016. More news from the letting space is that the long-awaited Renters Reform Bill is currently being debated in Parliament. The bill would introduce several significant changes, which include abolishing Section 21, so-called no-fault evictions, and making it illegal for landlords to refuse tenants with families or those who are on benefits. We'll keep updating you on this in the coming months. For now, it's business as usual, as it's still in its very early stages. Everyone's got an interest in property, so why don't you share this with a friend or keep it to yourself and dazzle your friends with your knowledge this weekend.